2020 has been a truly historic year for our state. In fact, it's one for the history books. Between COVID-19, school closures, forest fires, and an economic downturn that has touched nearly every industry in nearly every corner of our state. But throughout this fog of extraordinary challenges, there's one shining light that we look to help our state move forward. You, our employer community. Washington employers and your employees stepped up every day in every sector in every possible way. So together, let's take a look back at an unprecedented year of challenges, new opportunities, and successes. In January, we began the year with our largest legislative day and hill climb yet, anchored here at the AWB headquarters in Olympia. Nearly 100 of you met directly with legislators, and then we all gathered for an evening reception in the grand Capitol Rotunda. It truly was a great day. The legislative session followed with lots of work around the state's transportation budget and employment law. Things changed quickly as the pandemic swept across the globe and our nation entered a major economic shutdown in March. This is an organization that ran into the eye of the storm to better serve you, our members, and our customers during this pandemic. We transitioned to an online operation virtually overnight. Action alerts, committee meetings, breaking news, and dozens of webinars kept the employer community up to date during a very challenging time. We had nearly 1,500 people on our webinar with the governor, and we experienced the strongest traffic to awb.org in our history. Our Workforce Summit transitioned to a virtual event in a matter of days with much success. And our Rebound and Recovery Task Force launched a new outreach campaign in a matter of weeks, giving employers access to the tools and personal protective equipment to safely open. In fact, that portal has seen nearly 5,000 requests come through it to buy Made in Washington for Washingtonian PPE. We also launched a Stay Safe Washington campaign to encourage wearing a mask to help keep the economy open. June's annual spring meeting was our first ever multi-day virtual event, featuring great conversations around the future of carbon policy, clean energy, and manufacturers who pivoted to make personal protective equipment and much more. In August, we hosted 8 members of our congressional delegation for our annual Federal Affairs Summit. The takeaway was simple. We need to rebuild our economy, we need to rebuild America, and many members of our delegation expressed support for starting with an important infrastructure bill. Also in August, we transitioned our housing forum into a new 5-part webinar series. Our premier policy event of the year, the AWB Policy Summit, had to become virtual as well, but was still packed with 66 speakers across 3 days, highlighted by our keynote speakers, including the former Speaker of the United States House of Representatives, Paul Ryan, and U.S. Senator Heidi Heitkamp. Just a few weeks after the Policy Summit, our annual Manufacturing Week bus tour transitioned to a television show format. Manufacturing Week Live was packed with more than 80 interviews, news packages, and great locations featuring the diversity and strength of this important sector called manufacturing. Our 2-day Rural Vitality Summit focused on better broadband to create more opportunities in all of Washington's communities. Our 2020 Evening of Excellence, yet another pivot and great example of staff leadership, became a streaming program on our website and Facebook page. That let even more eyes see the amazing companies we awarded with our 9 Washington Excellence Awards. Congrats to CM Heating on taking home our Employer of the Year award, and a special congrats to Senator Mark Mullet for being named our 2020 Legislator of the Year. And then you helped end our year on a great surprise. Your donation to our Holiday Kids Tree Project brought in 60% more than expected, allowing us to give out the largest holiday grants to the most fire districts ever in the history of this great initiative. Thank you for your amazing generosity. In the midst of all this change, we decided to rebrand awb.org and launched our new website. The AWB Institute, which serves as our foundation for workforce and economic development, launched Washington in the Making, our shared prosperity and economic resiliency portal to help guide Washington's economy as we build back better for everyone throughout our state. And we continue our leadership in ensuring that you have the best products and services possible to guide your company through your growth, whether it's in our Workers' Comp Retrospective Rating Program or our Best of Class Healthcare Program, all possible through Forterra, which you can find at awb.org. And our staff, wow, have they really brought it during this pandemic. In addition to the multiple roles of ensuring that we bring the right products and programs and services to you, they're taking care of young ones. They're being a teacher, they're being a mom and dad, they're being a caregiver. They're just doing an awesome job in the most stressful period of time. Hats off to our team. They hit it out of the park. No doubt this past year is one for the history books. You, our members, have stepped up at every opportunity and at every moment to help serve our employees, to help build a better sense of community, and to help us all get through this pandemic. Thank you. Thank you for your leadership. Thank you for your support. We couldn't do the work we do without you.